Well, we hope you're doing good today. Hope you're excited about the Redback Revival sing-along television show coming to your place of viewing. I'm your host, Charlie Sexton, and we're going to be singing some great music and a very special show today. Got a very dear friend that's going to be sharing with us for just a little bit and some good singing. And you know what? That Joey's probably got something crazy planned for today. So call all your friends and neighbors and say, oh, Charlie and the choir and the old Joey's on. The Redback Revival. And if you got a book, open it up and sing with us. We're going to sing the old song, Just a Little While.
A country where no twilight shadows deepen, unending day where night will never be, a city where the storm clouds cannot gather. Oh, this is just what heaven means to me. understandings, and from all enmity and strife we're free. No unkind words to wound the heart are ever spoken. Yes, this is just what heaven means to me. And when at last we see the face of Jesus, before whose image all other love shall flee, and when they crown him Lord of all, I'm gonna be there. For this is just what heaven means to me. What will it be when we get over yonder and join the throne around the glassy sea? Join our loved ones and crown Christ forever. Oh, this is just what heaven means to me. We're gonna join our loved ones and crown Christ forever. Oh, this is just what heaven means to me.
Yeah. Oh, what will it be when we get over yonder?
Charlie,
Oh, Joey,
what are you doing?
I'm admiring that jacket, man.
You like this?
Yeah.
You know, I was inspired by Guy Smiley off of Sesame Street.
Yeah. Well, I wondered if you stole it from Little Jan Buckner.
No. Somebody said that she had the skirt to match it.
Well, she might do it.
We
Yeah.
might get together and have
Yeah.
one good outfit
Yeah.
between
How
us.
you been?
Outstanding. How have you been?
I've been outstanding in my field.
Have you now?
Yeah.
We'll get out of the wheat field. We're going against the grain.
Okay. All right. What you got?
There we go.
Get it, Jax. Yeah.
Hey, Charlie,
What's going on?
so you know my Uncle Benny. My Uncle Benny, yeah, they call him little people now. You know, he's a little
Yeah.
person. And
We're not going to get calls on this, are we?
from my Uncle Benny, maybe.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. He's all right. I mean,
Yeah.
he's a good
Yeah.
guy. All right, so he got approved like 6 months ago to have this new kind of like experimental surgery. You know what I'm
Yeah.
talking about? And they had never done this before with anybody, with any human being anyway. His eyes had went bad. And he couldn't see. He couldn't see nothing.
Yeah.
But the doctor, he felt pretty sure that it was going to be a success, and it was.
Yeah.
It was. What they done was it was weird to me. You know, you've heard them like they talk about taking like a pig heart valve and putting it in
pig valve.
somebody and it
Yeah.
working. You know.
Yeah, I know somebody that had that done. Yeah.
See, they done the same kind of thing, except with Uncle Benny. They told the doctor. He said, "Now listen, it's kind of weird, but just go with me on this. I know it's going to work." He said, "We're going to take a young rooster and take his eyes, right? We're going to take his eyes out of the rooster,
Yeah.
and we're going to take your eyes out, and we're going to put the young rooster. We're going to put his eyes in you, and then you're going to be able to see." And he was like,
Yeah.
"I don't know about that now." You know, the whole family was like,
Yeah.
"I don't know," but Charlie, it worked.
It worked?
It
Really?
worked. He can drive a car. He can do anything.
That's amazing.
Yeah. The only
It-
problem is he's just got one problem now.
What's that?
He's just a little cockeyed.
Oh, Joey. I get a little rooster cockeyed.
See what I did?
That's pretty good. All right. We got to sing, brother. We got to sing. Get in that choir, Joey.
I'm going.
All right. We're going to sing for you number 401, The Unclouded Day. We're joined today here at the Redback Revival Sing-Along with the Pylant family. They've been a guest with us on other shows, but this is my dear friend Brandon Pylant, and of course his family. They sing and travel all across the country, but this young gentleman down here on the end, I want Brandon to take just a few minutes and just share their story with you, and then we're going to have some more music.
Yeah, so just our ministry is a little unique in that more than just singing, we get to share his testimony. And it's simply this. Aaron was born in 2000, August of 2000, and during that time, everything seemed to be going pretty well. As time went on, we noticed he didn't progress as some of the other children were progressing. And we noticed that he just wasn't getting along with kids, and things felt like he was withdrawing from. And so as time went on, we just thought we'd do our best to take him to the doctor, and we did, and we sought advice from different people. And it finally got to a point where nothing seemed to really be working, and he seemed to be still regressing. And so 1 year old passed, 2 years old, 3 years old. He's not speaking. He's nonverbal. He doesn't look at you eyeball to eyeball. He's in his own world. And it's to a point where toys doesn't matter to him. Things that are going on, playgrounds doesn't bother. One thing that he absolutely loved growing up that just seemed like give him a lot of enjoyment was strings. Yeah. And so he would take a string and he would hold that string for hours and hours. And if you had a string on your jacket, or it was going to get pulled by him for sure. But he loved that. That was his fascination. So anyway, so as time went on though, he could not talk. So he would grunt, point, all those things to sort of communicate with us. And at that time, that's when we knew, okay, something's going to have to happen. People use the word normal. What's normal? I'm not normal. I mean, but I do know this. We're all God's creation. We're fearfully and we're wonderfully made by God. And I always tell people we're handcrafted by Him. And so 5, 6 years old come along and he's still not progressing. He doesn't know a lot of how to do life. He doesn't know what danger is. He's sensitive to touch. So we decide we need to take him somewhere. We take him down to UAB, Sparks Clinic in Alabama. And they took him, and all day long they went from room to room to room, tested him. They brought him in at the end of the day, set us down in this big conference room. And they said, Mr. Pylant, we've got this big notebook. We've got all these things, but we're just going to be upfront with you about what the situation is. Now, this was 17 years ago. They say, your boy is never going to speak. He's never going to say a true word the rest of his life. He's operating mentally. His mental capacity he's 6 years old, but he's mentally at an 18-month-old level. Yeah. And they said that he won't play sports. So they said you can put him in a group home. You could put him in a rehab place. You can take him home, but this is the best version you're going to get of Aaron. You know what we did? We went home. We were defeated. We were broken. They give us the diagnosis of autism and said that through the autism that he has an expressive receptive language disorder. And so anyway, they said he wouldn't speak, do all those things. Fast forward, a few months later, he was in school and they came to him and said, son, we don't know how everything's going to go, but we're going to continue doing the best we can in school. So he was in the living room one day, I was in the kitchen, and I heard these words for the first time. He said, hey, Dad. Yep. Y'all, I ran in there, and I hovered over him, and he looked up at me, and he smiled like that right there. And it was like God right at that moment. We had been praying for months and months and months and months and months, and at that moment, God said, I'm going to do something special for you. And y'all, ever since then, he's done this. He learned to sing a song, and he'd come and sing, and this is his song that we go all over and share the testimony of him.
Aaron, can you sing your song for us today?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
If you what I once was. If you can go with me back to where I started from, then I know you would see the miracle of love that took me in its sweet embrace and make me what I am today, a sinner saved by grace. I'm just a sinner saved by grace. When I stood condemned to death, he took my place. Now I live and breathe in freedom. With each breath of life I take, I'm loved and forgiven. Back with the living, I'm just a sinner saved by grace. How could I boast of anything I've ever seen or done? How could I dare to claim as mine the victories my God has won? Where would I be had God not brought me gently to this place? I'm here to say that I'm nothing but a sinner saved by grace. I'm just a sinner saved by grace. When I stood condemned to death, he took my place. Now I live and breathe in freedom. With each breath